Good afternoon, Professor. Now I'm going to present the digital transformation proposal for the Centurion accountant service. This is the agenda for today. I'm going to talk about, based on those 10 points, the next one. The next one is, what is digital transformation? Digital transformation is more than a software. It is about rethinking how we run the business. It's like transform all about the process. In this case, for example, using with Sage Interact. The importance of this is based on 3 main points. The first one is critical role of technology. The second one is impact of the productivity. And the third is client interaction preference. Centurion accounting service. As is, the current state of Centurion accounting service is we identify 5 processes. The first one, for example, process and workflow, it is about a heavily paper-based on system for financial operation, 20% of data entry error due to manual operations. In technology infrastructure, no centralized accounting system. For example, in communication, we have delay in responding contributes to the client disappointed. Staffing and culture, we have low tech adoption, and cost and operational burden. For example, we have 8,400 costs in paper, print, and physical storage per year. ERP proposal, Sage Intacct is the best system. In the next slide, I'm going to talk about how will be the step to be. ERP for a small business. Sage Intacct is the base of the one system for a small business because it's based on 4 steps. For example, the first one is a scalable cloud system, automating accountant tasks, support real-time decision-making, and save time to reduce errors. For example, use Elements is the best strategy for a Centurion service accounting. For example, in financial, in general, we have 62,100 per year in intangible saving with a ROIT in less than 18 months. For example, in the step for user, we have 90% training completion goal, staff turnover drop for 12 to 8%. 12 to 8%. In strategic, for example, we have support 50% of revenue growth through subscription model, and in efficiency, we have closing cycle by 5 days. For example, in reduction, we have 50% in data errors. The value proposal is tangible and intangible. For example, intangible, we have a lot of benefits. For example, the first one is saving. We have a lot of saving implementing this kind of system. In intangible saving, we have client satisfaction, brand modernization, employee engagement boost, support innovation and efficiency. The return on investment is very important because the total payback of is 80,000 investment with 18 months, and technology budget is equal to 2% of the annual revenue. For example, in this point with TAM and UTAUT adoption challenging, for example, this is very important point because some staff find the system hard to use. So the company will offer live demos, training, and better IT support to make it easier and faster to get help. For example, this is a real work example for this ERP system. But how about the implementation? The implementation is based on 5 steps. For example, planning, analyze, process, pilot implementation, full rollout, and government. In the implementation timeline guide, we have 3 phases. The first phase is planning and pilot. In this step, we have map workflows and set KPI. In phase those, in phase 2, we have a pilot execution around a pilot in accounting receivable, and in phase 3, we have full rollout and training, including 176 training hours for all the person. This is the cost breakdown for stage internal implementation. We have, for example, software, pilot, contingency, reserve, security. The total estimate is 80,000. It's equivalent to 5% of the revenue. As a conclusion, I've explained all the benefits of the ERP system. Just to add, Sage Intacct is provide a scalable cloud-based solution with measurable ROIT, is return of the inversion, transformation both efficiency, satisfaction, and long term. Thank you so much. That is all for today. If you have more questions, please let me know.